I've started.
Okay. So am I on?
Yep.
You're on.
Okay. Everybody see the first, the title page?
The suggestion for newcomers is hit speaker view if you haven't done it already.
Speaker view. Oh, well.
Not
Not
Dr.
you, Ting.
Okay.
All the viewers. And if you're not muted, please mute.
There we go.
All right. Let me see. Okay. Can I start?
Yeah. I'm here. He calls it the Wuhan virus also. Okay.
Okay. Now, should I start?
Go for it.
Okay, yeah. So the title this afternoon is COVID-19 Mutants Update. This is my work continued on the COVID-19 sequences. Wuhan coronavirus was named SARS-CoV-2 and then COVID-19, and then China virus, according to Mr. Trump. The pandemic now claims 144,000 deaths in US and 600,000 deaths in the world as of yesterday. This is a very scary pandemic. I downloaded 7,000 sequences a week ago, and there are 59,000 point mutations in these sequences, and there are 6,557 unique point mutations. I'm sitting in front of my computer and watching the evolution of this virus in real time. In 227 days, 6,557 point mutations are produced, as recorded in 7,021 sequences. I wish the vaccine manufacturers good luck in dealing with this fast-moving virus. But first, let me give you some good news. Infected people can be cured with intravenous infusion of vitamin C. The protocol is that if you can infuse 6 grams of sodium ascorbate in the first day, and then 1 gram in the next 3 days, you'll be cured of the virus. And without going into hospital and you're stuck with an intravenous needle, you can take 10 grams of vitamin C daily, and it will protect you from the infection. Infected people can also be cured by taking 10 grams of vitamin C every 4 hours until diarrhea. So don't worry about the virus. You can deal with it with vitamin C. So rumors had that it was a biological weapon developed in China in the Wuhan P4 lab. It is sequenced in many, many different laboratories in many countries, and it mutates continually. I have the best tool to compare sequences. I've developed this exhaustive pattern search algorithm. It can be used to identify similarities and differences between sequences. And I downloaded and analyzed these sequences from the gene bank. So starting from March the 9th, I got 91 sequence, and and then I got 120, and in and then I got the 320, and April 16, I got 785, and June 25, I got 4,000, and this month I got 7,021 sequences. And basically, I scan all 20 nucleotide patterns in a source genome. If a pattern appears in a target genome, it is marked as a match, else a mismatch. Matches and mismatches are collected in separate files and then analyzed. So I'm comparing all COVID-19 sequences against the CV0, which is a reference sequence with genome ID MN908947. And mismatches are point mutations that are tabulated for all COVID-19 sequences. So now I'm dealing with 7,000 sequences, and the program has no problem with it. Up to July 15, 2020, there are 3 consistent mutants, which are called the CV1, CV2, and CV3. They are identified so far. And the most prevalent point mutation in these 3 mutants are CV1, which is at the location 28144, and the change is from a T nucleotide to a C nucleotide. And CV2, the most prevalent point mutation is at 23403, and the change is from A to G. And CV3, which is the newest one, occurred, the most prevalent location is 11083, and the change is G to T. But there are many more point mutations in these mutants. So I collected all the mutations and then basically tabulated them according to the frequency that they appeared in these 7,000 sequences. So here is the 45 most prevalent mutations. You can see from the top left, the most prevalent mutation is at 23403, and it occurred among the 7,000 sequences. It occurred 4,819 times. So this is the most prevalent. And you can see the CV2 is the most abundant mutant. And CV1, the most prevalent one occurred 1,486 times. And then the CV3 occurred only 400 times. So these are the mutations tabulated according to a frequency of appearance. And the most prevalent 12-point mutation in the CV1 are listed in the following table. The earliest sampling date and the location of the samples are also listed to show the evolution of CV1. CV1 is the first mutation from CV0, and it actually occurred very early in Wuhan, almost as early as the CV0, in the beginning of this year. But it spread to the East Asia and then to the West Coast. of United States. So CV2 is the most prevalent mutant, and the most prevalent 45-point mutations are listed in the next table, and with their sampling rate. So here is the CV2. CV2 occurred yeah. Oh, I say, this is CV1. I'm sorry. So CV1 occurred very early. Let me see, where is the CV2? I lost it. Okay, let me get back to this one. Yeah, I lost it. But CV2 first reporting in Germany. Very interesting, because it is the most. It is still prevalent in Europe and in in East United States. So it spread from Italy over all the Europe, and then to New York, and then the East United States. So that's the CV2. I'm sorry, I got the wrong table here. And CV3 is only occurred very late, and there are only 4-point mutations that was collected in here. So, and it occurred late. It started very late in Hong Kong at the end of January. So, you know, with all these mutations, when I have the sampling date and also the location where it was sampled, you can see how these mutants developed over the time and over the geological areas. The COVID-19 gene bank collection of sequences is ever expanding. There are 7,021 sequences in the July 15 collection. And there are, I detected 59,000 point mutations. And of the 59,000, 6,881 of them are unique. So you can see every sample, almost every sample of the 7,000 sequences, there is at least 1 point mutation, 1 new point mutation. So that's very scary. So here is the statistics over the, you know, the first collection. I got the 205, and most of them are the CV1. And in April, the CV2 is getting more prevalent. And now in June and July, CV2 dominates with 70% of the sequences, and CV1 is only about 20%. And CV3 only started very late, and it is only 6% so far. New point mutations are continually added to the CV1 and the CV2 mutants. And it is very important for the vaccine designers to recognize these point mutations and hopefully to have a single vaccine effective for all these mutants. Do not expect that a new vaccine will be available shortly, as the COVID-19 is a moving target. We must learn how to coexist with it, as like other animals. So give the body enough vitamin C, and it can deal with the virus by itself. So getting back to the to my secret recipe, take 10 grams of vitamin C to protect yourself from infection. If infected, take 10 grams of vitamin C every 4 hours until diarrhea, and you can suppress the CV virus. Thank you very much.
So, Dr. Ting, is
Okay.
the CV2 worse than CV1 from a symptomatic, what it does to your body?
I don't know. I think CV2 seems to be more infectious than CV1. Okay,
Right.
it is about 3 times more infectious. But
Can we see
so
the first screen again? The first screen, please.
Yes. Let me get back. First screen. Yes. What about it, John?
Got to take a picture.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'll give it. I gave it to Dave. I'll give an update one to Dave, and you can download it from the website. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Dave.
So one of the other things, there's a really good guy, Dr. Martinson, Chris Martinson, on YouTube.
Yes.
Fantastic videos on this.
Yes.
And he's also recommending vitamin D, vitamin C for sure, vitamin D, and zinc.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
But these guys, yeah, Dr. Martinson is very good. He's tracking the virus, but he recommended a lot of vitamins, and I'm glad that he included vitamin C. But he didn't know that vitamin C alone is effective in dealing with the virus. That's
So, Dr. Ting, I guess I misspoke. I want the slide that shows vitamin C and how much to take and how often.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's almost at the end.
I think it was at the beginning, the second or third one.
Yes, I have one. Let me to cure.
There you go. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Take 10 grams every day. Okay. If you get infected, take 10 grams every 4 hours, and that will deal with it. Okay.
Wonderful.
Yes. I think it's this pandemic is totally unnecessary. Because it's unfortunate that people are still do not know that how effective vitamin C is. And Dr. Martinson, recently he found his conclusion is that hydrochloroquine and zinc and other things are effective, but that's unfortunate. I think if people can latch on to vitamin C, this pandemic will be over in a couple of days.
Question.
Yes.
So if I'm infected, I'll take 10 grams until I have diarrhea.
Yes.
After that, what?
10 grams every day until diarrhea, and I think the symptoms will be resolved, and the next day do the same thing, but you will see that you will need much less vitamin C to cause diarrhea, and in about 3 days you will be back to the 10 grams of vitamin C every day, the regular amount.
Unfortunately, diarrhea is one of the symptoms.
And actually, diarrhea is not bad. Constipation is much worse. Okay.
I'm just saying that along with losing your sense of taste and smell and various others, diarrhea is on the list.
Diarrhea, yeah. But if you take vitamin C, the enough amount to cause diarrhea, that's a different situation, because that when you have developed diarrhea, or not the serious one, just have loose stool, that's enough. And at that time, most of the symptoms are resolved. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Ting. Any other questions?
You're welcome. Okay. So
John looks like he's just about to ask something.
yes.
Well, I just wanted to confirm that it sounds smart to start right away taking 10 grams every day.
Yeah.
The question I had really is how my feeling is if I wear a mask all the time when I'm close to people, it's a very good protection. The major problem is the young people going without a mask.
Yeah. Right. I think the protection is most effective with vitamin C, but without a cure, without the vaccine, the best that people can recommend is social distancing and mask. Okay, that's the same thing for the flu 1918 Spanish flu. That's all people can do. Okay. But
It's, I want to say it's too bad they can't keep track of how many people survived or got through it. I visit 2 homes every day almost as an electrical troubleshooter.
yes.
And so far in January, a couple who manages a 16-unit apartment building, they both had it. It lasted about 2 weeks and they recovered. Also in January, a single senior lady had it, but her mother told her to do the old remedy of mustard patch on the chest. And that seemed to have worked. And then I have a friend who's a contractor. He thought he had a sickness for about a week and another time for a day. And we don't know really what it was. That was fairly recent. So that's what I've run into. So far, I've been fine. Thank you.
Good for you. But you see, I think the death rate is about 3% so far in the United States. So the good thing is that 97% of people who get infected survived. Okay. So
Good.
But I think we need to find things which can save the 3%.
Save the what?
Save the 3% who actually
right.
died from the infection. Okay.
Isn't 3% of the population 10 million people?
No. I mean the death rate for the people who get infected.
But what if everybody got infected? No cure. Everybody gets infected. 10 million people die.
That could be. Yeah.
I think it's actually lower than that.
Okay.
Because they're not really tracking the statistics properly. It's 3% of people that are hospitalized, and many people don't even go to the hospital. So it's a much lower number. We don't have any statistics because many people got it and never told anybody and just got over it.
That's right. So it is. I think the 3% is the people who get infected and get hospitalized, and 3% of them unfortunately lost their life.
And almost everyone, a very large percentage of the 3% that die have some other problem like heart disease, diabetes, high blood pressure, and it's usually the older you are. So like 80 plus year olds, it's like 14.7. And then my age group is 3.8, my age group.
We could talk about underreporting and overreporting for another 2 hours. There was at least one case of a guy who died in a motorcycle accident. It was reported as a COVID-19 death.
Yep.
Because of some funding issue or some political agenda. You know, we have no really reliable way to know these things. But if Ting will stop sharing now.
Yes, I'll stop sharing. Yeah.
We can reiterate that Dave Jaffe will put his PowerPoint up on the website, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
And there should be a recording of this available on YouTube. I see the recording icon is lit. And so if John Ribel is around,